the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Okay. Uno.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
25-yard line.
Yellow. 118. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Back to throw, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Nix to the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. For a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Nix. It's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Here's third and a few inches.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, kill!
They'll try it now with Harvey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing here, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Captain. Hold on a second. Hey, Bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a
a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Get set, get set. 18! That's left. 11.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Purdy bootlegging it. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll work to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. A gain of 18 on
To throw is Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The 47-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Makes it third
So
down.
another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air with Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Luck's good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down. The Niners had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First and 10 on the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Captain. Hey, motion. Bombers. Olay.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 14, 49ers 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Purdy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Niners have regained the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Nix to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Nix to throw again. Looks to the sideline and has Mims, who makes a catch.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. but there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now he's going to step up and run. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. Now a 3rd and 6.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is third down.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
It's fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And this one complete again to Mims. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Nix once more. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, You're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
To throw, here's Nix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air with Nix.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Marvin Mims.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Get set, get set.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up the third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
George Kittle, 38 yards. And the 49ers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nix to the air.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Now it's Nix.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A loss of 8 yards.
And now an audible here into something else.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
31.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
The 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
18, watch out.
Pollard is in. Touchdown 49ers.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
18. That's good. Broncos first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
He's back to throw.
First down, Broncos.
He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Denver.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one complete again to Mims. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Back to the air with Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd down.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Ready? Chill. Hey, Sean, let's go! Bombers. Olay.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Get set.
Purdy with one final shot here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Outside. Watch out. Yellow.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so bad.